Hey, what's up, my friends? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, pretty important conversation to have today when you are growing an organization in network marketing, and this can happen at different sizes where you have 50 people or 500 or 1,000 or more people, where your team is kind of stagnant, and it's like, well, nobody's really producing. Like, what's happening here? I mean, there's ebbs and flows and cycles and seasons in network marketing, and the main thing I want to talk about is, like, what do you do when your team is stagnant? Like, what do you do? Do you go try to revive the dead and try to get these people that have been in the deal for 2-3 years that are just kind of in hovering mode and try to get them into action? I mean, I wouldn't say that would be my number one strategy. I will typically, once or twice a year, kind of put a message out to the overall crew, if you will, the entire organization, and be like, hey, who wants to drive the business to the moon? I'm curious to know who in here wants to get to $100,000 a month. And if that's you, raise your hand or message me. I want to know who are the people that are committed to taking this thing to the moon. That way I can kind of see, at least through, at this point, words, not necessarily actions, who wants to do something big. And sometimes you can have new people surface or other people kind of flag themselves as, hey, that's me. And then you can kind of identify some of the people that you're going to focus on. But the other side of it, and I think the main thing is, if your team is stagnant, the only thing that you can really do is go find new people. And this is a pretty simple message today. So if your team is stagnant, if you're the only person that's working, I get it. It's frustrating. It's irritating. Especially when you got a sizable organization. You're like, why is there so little production this month? I don't know. I mean, you could sit there and scratch your heads to the end of the earth on that one. Or you can go, look, I'm going to go find new people, new energy, new excitement, new individuals in your business. There's nothing better than starting a new person into the company. It's brand new for them. It's their first day. They're super excited. They've got a totally different level of energy than somebody who's been, in the business for 6 months or a year or 3 years or 5 years or whatever it is. And it's just a great way to, new legs of business are always good things to start. And it's the one thing and the only thing, honestly, that you can control. You can't control what other people are doing, and you can't control what your new people are doing, but you can control what you're doing and put new people into the business. New, fresh recruits, new, fresh customers. It's exciting, it's fun. I mean, think about every time you put in a new person, you're excited about it. I got this new person. Whether they do something or not, I mean, it's up to them to do something. It's up to you to help them kind of get up and running, but it's up to them to act. But there's nothing more exciting and more fun than a new customer or a new representative on your team. So if your team is stagnant, my one very simple concept, my one very simple idea, the main part of this message today is go put some new people on the team. Isn't that simple? I mean, I've done 20-minute blog posts. I've done 17-minute blog posts. I don't know how long this one's going to be. Ain't going to be anything close to that because the message is too simple. If your team is stagnant and nobody or very few people are doing anything, you go put new people in. And I'll say this, number two is you drive depth and you work with the others that are building. So let's say you have a team of 100 and you got 2 people out of 100 that are building and you're frustrated because the other 98 aren't. Well, you focus on the 2, you help drive depth and work with those 2 while you're continuing to put new people in. And those other 98, they'll either hang out, they'll fall out, they'll show up, they'll ship out. We don't know what they're going to do, but you're focusing on new business, existing productive business, and helping drive volume under those active participants that are in there. And I'm not saying that we don't communicate to the inactive people and that we don't keep them in the loop. I most certainly do. But based on what they're not doing right now, it pretty much shows, what they're not doing anything. So, I've been communicating with them regularly. They're still not doing anything. So I'm going to go find somebody that will. And, it's just one of those things in network marketing, you guys, like you put a bunch of people in and I don't care how good you are. You could be the best sponsor in the world. You could be you could have the tightest team training the best onboarding system, and the reality is many people just sign up and they never do anything, or they sign up and they do something for a week and then they tune out. And then you find people like me and probably people like you that are watching this that are like, I'm going to go and I'm going to do until I get there. And that's what you're looking for. And we are here. There's lots of us out there. You just got to keep putting them in until you find somebody that sees it and is willing to work until they get to wherever it is that they want to go in terms of their overall accomplishment. So again, and here we are. What's my cheat sheet say? My cheat sheet says, okay, all right. This is $199, okay? So, all right, YouTubers, what's up? My podcast people, how you guys doing? The rest of the details in this episode, lots of other resources are on my page, toddfalcone.com. This episode is toddfalcone.com/episode 199, almost 200. toddfalcone.com/199. Have an amazing day. We'll see you.